right now.
They're gonna think, what the heck am I doing? I just know it. Or they're just not gonna ask and be like, she's being crazy again.
No.
I'm kind of sure I am being crazy though. But that's always.
What was she was trying to? She'd been trying to call, but we were.
Sleep.
Well, I'm talking about today when we left the house. We was gone most of the day, and her daughter teacher said that they were that she was trying to call us, um, but I'll have to explain to them that about what we're using. That's because see when we're away.
Yeah.
Cindy Klaus, hello and welcome to JSB.
Peekaboo. You're just gonna have to overlook me, Cindy.
Hey, Kathy.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, she pops on here. I'll tell her. She just have to do it tomorrow or something because we just didn't have enough time for today.
Hey, before you do all of your stuff, and I'll give you my stuff.
Yeah.
But it's pretty there though too. With it being storming where Kathy is.
Huh?
But it's pretty there while it's storming though.
Oh, it's storming there. Let me see what I can pull up about these nuts again. Get what we can, and that's when I like to turn on the spirit box. That way I can see if there's any validation of it. You watched that? She had never been there, and I wanted to take her down. I know that I couldn't walk that whole thing without my TENS unit. We didn't have it with me, so we just walked down there a little bit so y'all could see it and see her up in that chair that was 10 times too big for her.
Yeah.
It's a fun place, but it's going in is fine for anybody, but coming back it's mainly uphill. And every once in a while you have like a little dip and but I could probably do it with my TENS unit. Just put her up on 10 and go, I'll be all right. Well, that's what we were talking about. A lot of people might like some of them crystals and whatnot, things like that. She seen some she liked.
I saw one that Alice would love.
I didn't find the little fairy.
That little thing that he was talking about.
The little fairy necklace and hey Alicia, and the butterfly. But now I did find the butterfly, but it said, and it wouldn't focus on it. It said, whatever it was I said on there. I repeated what it said. And that reminds me, Alicia, we were waiting. Our phones are not through a company. Our phones are through the internet. So when we're away from the home, we don't get no notification until we get back home.
if we're out in town or anything, we have to hook up to internet out there.
if you find a place to get it.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
So we had some running to do, and more than what I thought. So I didn't know if you was. I've seen that your daughter texted said that you tried to call. If you want to do this tomorrow, just let me know and tell me what time, and we'll set the clock and we'll be there. We just had more run around doing what we thought. It was getting your labs. Oh, while you was getting your labs. Yeah, it's a neat little old place. We are gonna try these here. Now, if y'all watched it all the way through, you'll know what I'm talking about. We're gonna try these right here. Where you can read it or not, I'll try to turn it as it goes. From sour to something, or let's see, from formula, or liquid candy. And you can see how his jaws are getting all puckered up there. That's her yellow one. Hey, Sabina.
Hey, Sabina.
And here is the blue. Shock our buds. Formula sour. Can you do it? Well, I don't know.
I don't know if Babe moves his hand, then you can see me try to open it with my teeth.
You better not break your teeth.
No promises. Ooh. Sour pineapple is what this one's supposed to be. Nice.
What doesn't it?
Huh?
Yeah, it's a cool place. It's got little souvenirs here and there in it, but I didn't find them little fairies in that butterfly thing. I got one that necklace. Smells okay. Now, whether it tastes is okay, I don't know. Hey, Lisa. You ready?
What's yours supposed to be?
What does it say? Ain't no way I can read that little bitty stuff.
Let me see it.
I got my lid off and I don't.
Where's your lid?
In my hand.
Raspberry. I can smell it.
Hey, Tanya. Gotta be
Raspberry. I can smell
blueberry.
it. No, raspberry.
Raspberry ain't blue.
Bought me. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Everybody throw out a prayer for Pamela. She's not feeling too hot right now. Are we ready, or are we anticipation going to kill me here?
Like, are we downing it or?
Yeah.
Oh, like a shot?
I suppose.
That's the only way I can think of them. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me fix my shirt.
Yeah, thank y'all for the prayers. Send them all out for her. We know how them stomach problems are. Never one of us do. Put it inside your lid like I did mine. Remember, stay looking at the screen. Ready? Oh, what the hell? No. What dog won't hunt tall? Ooh, that's probably gonna give me heartburn and everything else.
So he got the worst kind.
Boy, it hits like a ton of bricks. That good.
I got the good kind. That was good.
That's just terrible.
Okay, but the pineapple one really is good.
I can probably understand the child, liking it or whatnot, but
that's good. Hey, Judy.
That's just crazy. Whew. Yeah, hey, Judy. Hey, everybody. Gonna be bouncing. It was a formula sour thing that we.
Mine wasn't sour, really.
Well, this one is shock your buds. Oh, it did more than that.
Not mine.
Making my stomach rumble. I took her down here off the mountain today as we was coming back, and I took her by the cathedral caverns
and
down there.
Of course, I found the candy aisle,
so we could go into that little thrift or gift shop.
That tasted more sweet than sour, really.
I've done the cave before. I've got the video up, but Christina had never got to do it, so we're going to do it one day, and when I have my 10 unit on, or to bring it with me so I can do it.
It was good though, honestly. It was more sweet than sour, really.
Hey, Lynn, it's just terrible all the way around.
Not for me.
There wasn't nothing good about that.
That was good. I really like that pineapple.
That's my taste buds up for my coffee and everything else.
Oh, let's crack it.
Hey, Bo.
That was good.
No, there wasn't nothing good about it. Oh, me. But yeah, they got some nice things in there, like it is just little souvenir things and whatnot, but they have like little necklaces and rings, mood rings. They had some type of metal ball or something that had something in it. I don't know what it was. I couldn't see it. And they had a long little old pack thing that had clear. It was clear and had little things inside of them, like a beetle, this a mosquito and things like that has already passed throughout all the years that they found back in early 1900s and whatnot, and molded that around them. Things that were, well, I think they found most of them coins, I think, in 1902. I think they were all Confederate. It was $1.6 million, I think, something like that worth. But the guy never would part with them; he just kept them. The crystals and fossils, yeah, they're pretty. I like that purple amethyst.
There was a big one with that purple though, and it was pretty. That's the one that said that Alice would like.
Mm-hmm.
She likes the really big ones.
Yeah.
She also likes the tiny ones.
And y'all see them little wraparound arm things? Them little, it's like a sloth or whatever.
I think they called it like little huggies or something.
Yeah. It just fits over your arm. So.
Well, if you remember those snap-on bracelets.
Yeah, you just slap it.
Back then or whatever they were called and all.
Yeah.
It had that in it. I know it did because I felt it. And I used to have one of those snap bracelets.
She finally got it where it was on our right.
Yeah.
And when she held it up like this, it really looked like she had something laying there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they got all, they got all kind of stuff in there, drinks. Uh, they got trails down there. They got, uh, yeah, uh, they got that big old chair that you can sit in or stand in, get your picture took and stuff. And uh, they've just got it fixed up nice down there. Um, it was just, it's just right here off the side of the mountain. So, I mean, I know she had never been. And I'm gonna try my best to get me a new AA battery. Uh, 9-volt battery to put in my 10's unit, so I can make it in and out down there. Uh, it it would be neat, and this time I won't use a light. Last time I did, and yeah, I could see some stuff, but it only helped when I stayed back and let the rest of the group go. Because I don't think the guide feller liked me shining a light at what I'm supposed to be looking at. I don't guess he thinks or knows that some people are about blind. So I was waiting for him to say something. They kept looking at me, and I'm like, there ain't nothing but air and opportunity in between us, so you can do say something.
Yeah.
And he never did, so. You're welcome. But yeah, we just had some running around do. Um, if y'all want to try to do that tomorrow or whatever, just hit me up. I didn't know that it was going to take half our daggone day doing what we had to do. So anyhow, let's see what's up with this tonight. And I'm trying to upload the video to my reels on my Facebook as well. There's 15 on 12 likes. Need 3 more. How can she tell him if he told her? What the heck? How can she tell him if he told her? What's this up here top? As soon as I noticed that I didn't hear anything, I immediately jumped out of bed. Daniel Martell. Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he did. Yeah, again, still missing. So that New York junk ain't fit for nothing. Huge turn in Lilly and Jack, Nova Scotia. Piece of something. There's something weird. How could someone stick a wrench up in them?
What?
Yeah, look. We get it. Look, a wrench. And I don't know what in the world that was. Good Lord. No, not yet. I'm trying to find
I
something.
want to kind of watch that to know how in the world did they do that?
What? You thinking about trying it?
No, I want to know why they did it. And hey, Andy. And Tanya, or Tanya, however the heck you say it.
Tanya.
My bad.
Yeah, let's start with this one up here first. He crying around saying he passed the test. No, he didn't. Which one was it? Still missing. 3 days ago. I passed the tail 3 hours ago.
Whether you're a professional welder or simply take pride in consistent and precision welds.
Scotia. 60 days, 8 weeks, and still not a single confirmed sighting, no physical evidence, and no answers. Just silence. And in that silence, something even more chilling has taken root. The fear that we may be watching this case.
I don't flop that way, but
let's rewind. On the morning of May 2nd, Malika Sullivan, the children's mother, reported her 2 youngest children missing from the Gerlach property she shared with her former partner, Daniel Martel. She told police that she last saw them around 10 a.m. after briefly falling back asleep. But when she awoke again, they were gone. No forced entry, no sounds, no signs of a struggle. Within hours, the RCMP was on scene and the entire community launched into action. Volunteers combing woods, K9 units searching fields, drones scanning rivers, boats on Lockbrew, underwater recovery teams searching culverts, and door-to-door sweeps that went on for weeks. But nothing was found, not even so much as a shoe print. As days turned into weeks, the RCMP issued sparse, carefully worded updates. The most recent one came on June 11th, the 40-day mark. And instead of new developments, the statement offered only this. This investigation continues and may take longer than we all hoped. No further clarifications, no mention of suspects, no confirmation of abduction, but no ruling it out either. Just wait. And so, the country waits. Nova Scotia waits. The Sullivan family waits. And thousands of online followers, TikTokers, Reddit users, YouTubers, are left to fill the vacuum. But here's what we do know. RCMP confirmed they've received 488 public tips and conducted 54 interviews. That includes forensic experts, digital analysts, major crimes investigators, and underwater recovery specialists. Even polygraph tests were administered. Their resources have been extensive, and no one is saying they haven't worked. But some called after hearing a noise on May 2nd. Others reached where the trail goes cold. For weeks, to secure testimony, to bring charges.
Everything that was 3 hours ago, but they're still talking about the same old shit that started out 9 weeks ago. So it ain't worth listening to. You know what I mean? That's what I'm fed up with. They try to make it look good, and then they just talk about the same crap. Yeah, they was burning the kids' toys. like they knew for sure that they wouldn't come back. Aimlessly, wandering soul. I'm Annie from New Brunswick, Canada.
Nice.
The parents do know where they. Yeah, they know where they at. If they'd been off that old dope and acting like human beings, they'd still be here. That's about my final answer on that. If it was playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I bet I'd win. Well, why would they burn toys and whatnot when they know good and well if they thought they wasn't going to get in trouble?
Trying to
why
clear
not
their tracks about having kids.
Why not hand them down to Meadow?
Yeah.
I don't know. I believe there's somewhere right around up under everybody's nose. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just tired of all these updates. And
just for clickbait.
Yeah, and it only turns around and starts talking about what we've already got. It's nonsense. It's a waste of our time. It's a waste of everybody else's time. They're doing these photo thumbnails to get people's attention, and it's not moving. It's not helping. It's not supporting the children. If anything, it's pushing people away, getting tired of hearing the same old crap. So, yeah, ticks me off. No, you can't. You can't. That's why I said I'd only believe what the children tell me. Arrest has been made. They've found the kids. It's a bunch of bullcrap. And then they showed a clip from cops. They edited that in off that show, The Cops, and you hear a woman in the background screaming and carrying on, but you didn't hear no children. So that, that's clever editing, but it just didn't do nothing. Yeah, I'm tired of their lies, and just for views, that's it. And dumb nuts, he's done told enough on everybody to get them in custody anyway. And so was Daniel. He said, we all decided on what to do here. And that throws in the mom, her mom, Malaya, somewhere down the line, even Cody's mom has heard something. Both her friends know. We've heard Daniel admit to it, and that he knows that where they are. So, by law, he would be one of the last people to ever see him alive. So they grab him up at any time. And the way Malaya's been doing, they should have had her ass in the jailhouse. Period. And Daniel. And the trouble of it is, none of them want to be off that old dope long enough to tend them kids. Dope won't do but 2 or 3 things. Turn people against you, lose your love from your children, and put you in jail or under dirt. And that's the only things it'll do. And that gummit, they've messed around and did it. Well, they never did want him to be around the children for any reason. These children, they've just been mistreated, neglected, and I mean, if Daniel was standing here right now, I would tell him right to his face, he ain't nothing but a daggum coward, a dopey, and he loves his dope more than he does his own uh, children. Well, step children or whatever if they're married. Uh, and if he thinks that Meadows his, it may not even be his, but whatever how they did it with the children, I bet they wouldn't do that with a full grown man. He can and she can tell until their faces are green. I don't care. But every word that comes out their mouth is a lie. The only truth that has come out is when they've spat at each other and ratted on each other. That's the only truth. And then they still didn't tell exactly what went on. It, it could have Beck, and you know, maybe lost consciousness. That's where maybe the pillow come in to make sure. I hate to say it that way, but that could be the situation. So sad again, pay for it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So many people actually want kids that can never have them due to different reasons. These kids were blessings. That's right, they were gifts. Innocent victims. They could have went to a better family if she didn't want them. Yes, exactly. I mean, there's no reason on the face of this earth for anyone to harm a child. Uh, yeah, there you go. One of them. Well, you know, when we was having to use the phone to go live, you know, we showed that one there where a 34, 35-year-old man raped a 2-year-old baby to death until it died. And things are getting, you know, even worse than that. A dad, I watched a video today. It was a wellness check or something other. Anyway, this dad come home from work about the same time police pulled up, and their house was smoking a little bit, and run in there and opened the stove, and she had put both babies in the stove and turned it on. There's nothing that we can do better than what the Lord can do to them for doing that. Even if we hung them upside down and peeled their hide off and poured salt on them and just left them there, that still won't equal up to nothing to what the Lord's going to do to these people. But that's just how sick people has gotten. One call come in, and young 15, 16-year-old boy kept saying, she's hurt the baby. She's hurt the baby. It was like 2 weeks old. And that dispatcher was like, well, just come down and tell me what's going on. And he kept saying, the baby's head's open. The baby's head's open. And she said, what do you mean open? He said, it ain't attached to the body no more. So she cut that baby's head off while it's laying in his crib. All because she was fixing to lose custody of it. Yep, the stove. You can watch them videos, them um, wellness welfare checks. Um, shows police going to the houses and checking on the kids and whatnot. Yeah. It's yeah. Well, we found out about that too, and that was a lie. Um, Authorities talked to the owner of that sawmill, and they said that he ain't worked for them in about 6 years, and said that he can't work just one day a week because of the insurance. So his way of making money is making meth and ice on the side. So we found that out not too long ago. Um, and yeah, that's why we keep seeing or hearing about a party. Well, it wasn't like a regular party. It was just a lot of people coming in and getting stuff, and that's how he made his money. And she knew it, and we didn't even know she was a nurse. And until she cracked and said that she was going to come home late, she wanted her partner to just stay the night there, and I'm pretty sure that pissed Daniel off as well. Um, he tried to stay faithful and true to her. He really did. Tried to cover for her every which way he could until she got mad enough and then started ratting on him, and then he started ratting on her and her mama. They dragging too many people in this when there's only just maybe a good handful that's really behind the whole thing. I don't know, Andy. I don't know if he had court this week or not. Um, if he did, I don't know if it would be on that. I mean, he may have to be going for something else. I don't know. Yeah, too many distractions. Yeah, because they keep turning everything toward the adults. Well, I speak for myself. I don't give a damn about the adults. Neither one of them. I mean, if they were under dirt today, I mean, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. And that's just the truth. Uh, I'm worried about them babies. And I want Malaya to tell it, or the children tell down to detail, which they pretty well come clean with that. But we got to remember, we're dealing with a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. And we have to drop down to their level when we ask questions. They can't be questions that just only adults would know. We have to do it in a kid-like fashion to get them more comfortable with speaking with us. We're having to do it every time. But they
think about it though too. Kids are more comfortable around other kids, not just adults.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard Summer, it was either yesterday or day before yesterday one. I heard Summer say, "Hey Jack" or something like that, and I heard Jack or Lily one say, "Hey Summer." I can't remember which way it was, but I do know that she knows about it now. They went through a lot of neglect, a lot of abuse. lied about everything. She lied about everything. Yep. Poor little old babies. That's it. Did not deserve none of this. Yeah. Everybody was asking me to drive down there and wants to pay Daniel a visit. And believe me, these guys don't play games when it comes to kids. Um, I, I would wait and find them out in public somewhere. I wouldn't go on the property. It may too be. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Lily even said that when his diaper fell off, she tied his shirt around him. I mean, like I said, I've done got everything from the front to the back to the tail end of this deal. Uh, Within the first 2 to 3 days, and they ain't nothing changed. Yeah. Uh-uh. No, they don't. They don't know. They don't know right from wrong. He too daggone little. Let's just let it play for a minute and let it kind of. I don't know. I don't know. They got where they were searching the property, the grounds. So they had to get a search warrant to do that. They also, if they got a search warrant to search the property, they could search inside the camper and the trailer. Now, how that's turned out, they've not given us the facts yet. Um, I guarantee you they'll find some DNA in there. Uh, Numbnuts, he's been, you know, running his mouth too much, and he made little clips saying we done went too far. No, he's went too far. He's ratted on them, and if they don't soon get him, Daniel will probably kill him. I don't doubt it in the least. Because right now Daniel is pissed at him. He thought he could trust him. Mm. She did. They was like best friends. No, I wasn't either. I just kicked the door in, went on in, done my business. Her little old dog come up. I just throw it out there in the wheelbarrow somewhere till I got done. No, it should not take a search warrant when it comes to children. Uh, but they they were trying to do everything by the book, but trouble it was they done it all. They started all off too late. Something nobody's wanting to talk about. Hey, Patricia. Uh, yeah, he knows too much. Yeah, and before he goes down completely, he'll tell in detail everything. And he best be in custody because, like I said, if he don't, Andy will kill him. Um, just just out of still that 1%, still trying to hold on to Malaya. Knowing good and well she's not had no use for him in a long time. But for his sake and for Malaya's, he's going to think that, okay, you ratted on me, this is it. And so, yeah, he better pray the police gets him first. And when Daniel gets locked up, they better not put him in the same jailhouse. They better put him in one cell, and if they do put him in one cell and the other one way down in another block somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. But let's just let this thing play a few minutes just so we hear. But you want to do me a favor, would you? A couple of them choose.
I warned you before I got comfortable.
I told you I would bother you with it till I start taking it apart. I think they're in one of Florida. I think.
No, that was just a bag. Something about candy.
No, there's nothing they can do. She said there's nothing they can do.
No, I'm talking about the last word. It said something about candy.
Well, that's what I thought for a second too. But I believe it said there's nothing they can do. See, there was a little clip. I don't remember who playing it. But you could hear Malaya saying, you know, I didn't know they were dead. Apparently, they were put somewhere, and it was just a few days or something other before they checked on them again, and it done too late. So that's why I believe these children were right under everybody's nose. I believe there's a possibility that these children could still be right under their nose. And they gave themselves up a little bit. They said that they had put them in the basement to hide them from everybody. Why would you hide your children from everybody? And second of all, your little trailer don't have a basement. So was it a friend's house that was allowing them to keep Jack and Lily in their basement, unfed, unnourished, and come in to find them too late? Well, believe it or not, that could be the case. And if so, then yeah, the facts was correct. They were probably in the trailer or in that camper. And that's why she would not let them in. Because there's nothing you can use to get up the smell of the bodily fluids except for lye. And if they had lye everywhere, the police would already know what that meant. If they was cut out spots in the linoleum on the floor or the bottoms of the cabinets taken out, that would have DNA on it. If they cut out places in the trailer, in the bathroom or anywhere, cut out places there, that would be signs. If they went to a friend or two's house and searched the basement, or Malaya just went over there to check and it was too late, then yeah, all the facts on that part is correct. The worst is come. But them keep saying New York and over here and over there, that's a bunch of bull. They know where them kids are, and they are right there amongst every one of them. What? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm having to take me a tube, guys. I'm having heartburn like crazy.
Mm-hmm. What do you want me to do with this?
Just set it in there out way. Unless it's still on, I mean. Yeah, well, that makes 4 or 5 that they found right there around the pipeline. Yeah, well, see, they was listening about that too, honestly, today, and they say one thing, and Malaya says another. And that was told through Jack and the searchers. I mean, Daniel and the searchers, that there was a corner piece tore off of that blanket that was found. And he said that didn't have nothing to do with Lily stuff. We listened to Malaya today, and she said that the blanket was torn in half. That's a big difference than tearing off a corner of something. And she claimed it was Lily's. But see, he just wanted to say, that's the thing. I said in the beginning, and I'll say it now. I've got over 2,200 sessions under my belt, and I'm proud of them. Everything that you hear on these updates, don't believe none of it. Seeing is believing. Okay. Thank you, babe. I'll dance at your wedding. Twice on Sunday if you marry. On Sunday.
Well, I gotta pee.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, what? So let me just get the facts straight right off the top here, so we know what we know what we're dealing with. And there's only about 3 ways this could go. And these 3 ways right here, you can even write them 3 or 4 ways. You can write them down on paper if you want to, and you figure out which one sounds more logic. Now, these babies were not seen a week prior to the 911 call. The night that they claim that they were a party, well, no, I don't think it was no party, but I think some stuff got made that they can make a good sale. That was not on a weekend. That was during the week. I have a loved one on Lily and Jack's side that's done deceased that plainly states that the week prior she's seen both of them in their room on a Friday. The following week, between I think Sunday and Monday, is when they called and reported it. They had all of them 6 days to do what they needed to do. Now, the majority of you are probably right. They could have got in on some of that making, and it hurt them. Yeah. And this is going to get graphic, so it's not for underage children to be listening here. if, no, it's just a big word, if they was to have got a hold of any of that or some of the chemicals that are used to make it, if it had anything to do with fentanyl, you know, anything. I'm between all that, the drug wise, but I'm also stuck between her blowing up, being pissed, and taking it out on the children. And yes, for drugs, money, both combined. Neither one's better than the other. Either way, she did something, and Daniel has said she's done something tragic she can't take back. Numbnuts done said she's done something tragic and can't take back. The friend that was talking today on a interview said the same thing. Said it's a tragic situation, you know, in which things worked out different. But on whichever one of them clips it was, I heard my lady crying, said, I didn't know that they had died. Could be. And if that's so, then it wouldn't be premeditated. It would just be first degree murder, period. And child neglect. And they would most definitely get life without the possibility of parole. Because death is too easy for these people right here. And authorities and judges and everybody need to understand this. What these children went through, they need to live the rest of their life out having to watch over their shoulder in prison. Now, Numbnuts said plainly, only if her native people in the res could have gotten to the children while alive, they would be safe and doing good today. There's one confession. The second confession was where you could hear her whining in the background saying, I didn't know that they were dead. Like it come to a shock to her. But these children have been used and abused too much already. They put more pride in the meadow than they even ever thought about for Jack and Lily. And yes, it's sickening. It's pathetic. But worse things happen every day, even as we speak. If that is the reason, if that is the cause, then all these updates through crime stories, twisted crime, mind twist crime, or whatever they are, all this should be ashamed of themselves because they're putting up thumbnails showing that the kids are found and they're doing good, and even the children wandered back home. They've returned. Who the hell did they return to?
It's just to get views, man.
That's what I'm saying, and it's sickening. It'd be different if you did something like this here, where you could take the time to listen to the children and see what they're saying, or just at least just throw your opinion out there. But don't,
if it's true,
but don't trick people with your clever editing for your thumbnails. That is not doing justice for these babies, nor yourself. Because
That's actually making
people's
me
going
look
to get
bad.
tired of you lying, and you're going to lose your viewers.
Mhm.
Period.
It's making other people look bad.
Daggum right.
And then the truth will come out, and then no one will know of what to believe.
Well, they won't believe none of them anymore, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Didn't go to school because I had a cough, yes. But the thing again, that was a week prior.
Mm-hmm.
They had not seen them all week long. So they had 6 days to clean up their mess or do whatever they had to do. And that's why I say, when they were refused to come back into that trailer or that camper, and that camper and shed having a new tarp on top of it, they would have found DNA.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And I don't know how much more you daggum need. And that's why I said authorities up there, they suck.
Yeah.
Because down here, if they would have had just a pinch of evidence or a thought that you done something to your children, you would be held until it come out the wash.
Sorry.
See, it's right different down here. Yes, and possibly all 3, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It could be drug related, yes, it could. That's what I'm thinking. Couldn't revive, and the best thing to do, and this is tender subject, Sam. So listen, this is not for childhood, underage people. Let me tell you, when they freaked, especially Malaya, that's probably where the pillow come in, and did that with a pillow just to make sure, because they didn't want to call 911 and say, "Hey, okay, my kid's got a hold of her drugs," and that's one thing that could have happened.
Oh yeah.
And then just to make sure, like I said, put a pillow on them. Okay. Second of all, she could have got pissed because maybe Daniel was, sliding a little bit to somebody, and it pissed her off because she didn't get her amount. When it comes to drugs, people act like children. They're stingy, they're greedy. And if she was on a lot of that stuff and something went south with somebody in there and started an argument, then she would took Danger out on the children. Hit in the head. Little Jack said, whooped and choked. Y'all all heard it. And if you've not heard it, go back and listen to it. Now, does that mean that after she whipped him, she choked him? No, that's not what that means. What it could mean is that, like you said, it could be drug related. They were choking on it, and when they found out they got into it, gave him a whooping on top of that. But now that's just another theory. The next thing go around is that she just blew her top with everybody. Just blew her top. And realized that the children were not healthy, wasn't doing good, that they were nothing showing where they're basically hidden from the world. No doctor's records, no nothing. And that's when the school even threw out things that, we sent them a week prior. They hung Jack and Lily's name up above their seat in the school bus where they would ride a week prior to all this. Something nobody's wanting to talk about. And if that's the case, then Daniel could have been asleep. And the noise that claimed that he heard wasn't the sliding glass door. If these children were anyone awake or aware, even if they used a pillow, these children would have tried to fight and carry on and whatnot, but scared to death at the same time. May not have been able to get even a holler out. So that's why it went so quietly. I've counted over 700 times in the whole time of this whole thing that they used the word silence. And that's what's happened here. They've silenced the children. Period. The reason there is no footage is because they can't. So, yeah, drugs, neglect, are just snapped. Because he plainly said, I was whooped and choked. You don't get more than that. So, there was no kidnapping. That's done been ruled out. They didn't walk out in the woods. The muddy boot print that was out in the mud was what Daniel pushed down in the mud. But he was too stupid to know about how far down a 6-year-old kid would mar down in that mud. Then they found the muddy boot under the couch in the living room. So, that tells you about how much the screws loose up there somewhere, They ain't thinking this whole thing through. But there's a catch to that. Daniel said that they all come together to try to think of what to do. Well, to begin with, if it was something that was unintentional, other than just drugs being in the house, they could have called 911 and said, hey, something's happened to my children. They didn't want to do that because everybody would go down and she would lose Meadow as well. Next thing, after the inevitable happened, that's where numbnuts comes in. Daniel probably thought he could trust him, with him being part of that side family. But after numbnuts couldn't work his way in there to where he wanted to be, since he's lost everything he's ever had and got refused, well, he started riding. And it got worse than what he expected. Now he's probably targeted everywhere he could possibly go. And that's why I said if Daniel could get to him, Daniel would probably kill him. Both sides were fighting. Both sides were feuding. Daniel's side, Malea's side. There for about 3 or 4 days, it was like they teamed back up again and started laying down the law on numbnuts. And now that the picture has popped up that Malea's at the beach having a good time, and the lady, her friend, said that she's out living her best life, doing good, trying to get things off her mind. How would any human being, especially a mom, what could you possibly do to get your missing children out of your mind? I don't know nothing about these bunch of nuts, and I can't even get the children out of my mind. So that's a poor piss excuse for a human being. Every one of them. They lost their chance of ever being a parent. They don't deserve the title. And it wasn't just Malaya and Daniel. Because let me tell you something. They had to have some help planning this thing. Okay. They had to have help moving them wherever they moved to. This wasn't all done just premeditated, already thought out. This just boom, happened. And when Daniel said that we all agreed to what for us to do, and the first thing he thought of said was take a lie detector test. But we have it in the notes that the children literally said that they all agreed on everything together. But see, we done had that information before they got the information. You see, we're finding out more from the deceased quicker than we are the living by far. And that's why I don't like people throwing up these thumbnails trying to get people to watch, and all it's doing is chasing cattail. I mean, that's it. These babies deserve justice, okay? So them 4 ways right there, that's the only things that make logic sense for these children. Yeah, a well near the pipeline, right there in the back on their property, maybe a mile and a half in. This last time moved around and had been taken to the woods, or could have been put in someone's basement because they used the word basement. And we know that the trailer don't have no basement. Neither does the camper. So did a friend allow Jack and Lily to be put in their basement? And then when checked on, it was already too late. Well, there's 5 assumptions right there that only 5 that makes any sense whatsoever. So out of them 5, one of them's bound to be correct. And we just need to know now where they are, because we done figured out pretty much what's happened. The kids said that Daniel was making ice, so we know what that is. It's crack. And that come from the baby's mouth. Lily, I do believe. So they're not realizing that everything that they've done is now not just here in the physical, but in the realm also is turning around biting them in the ass. And they're going to have to live with this until, they confess. That's the only way they're ever going to get it off their chest. And they're never going to get over it. They're going to be reminded of it every day. And that's the justice that these babies deserve. To never be forgotten. And to know what they've been through. And I'm sure there's a lot more that they've went through than we can even think about. With him not coming forward and telling the truth shows that, he's a coward, period. Numbnuts thought he'd be tough and just rat on everybody and get down to the point to where he could tell where they are so he could try to get that $150,000. Well, all that's changed now. So what's left? If they would put every one of them in custody, they would start singing like Pretty Little Bluebirds, I'm telling you. But authority has got to start doing their dadgum job. If not, they're going to let this thing go cold. And that would be a poor piss excuse for authorities in Canada. Period. They could have did their job correctly to begin with, and this thing could have already been solved. The quicker you get on a case, the quicker are the chances of finding the children. And yeah, they apologize for not doing it correctly. But they've not released any insight of what they have found this go around inside the trailer or the camper. I probably won't be but a day or two, and they'll start telling about it a little bit. But that $150,000 will start tapering off, and before you know it, there won't be nothing else said about it. Yeah. You're north of Nova Scotia. That's right, Sabina. Hey, Tanya. Sorry, I had my thing scrolled up to a comment. I was just there last week. New Brunswick is beautiful. Yeah. They should have gotten a search warrant day one. Yes. Well, they went in there to start with, but other people was coming in and out too. But then when they wanted to come in and do another second search, they were refused. Just 25 kilometers northeast of St. John. Okay. Well, let's see what we can hear again for a little bit. And remember, any questions will need to go down to their level. Not ask anything that would be something they couldn't understand. You know what I mean? I like the outdoors too. Tell me about Jack and Lily Sullivan. Their body liquid. Who said me? Who said me? Jack Sullivan, was that you? Talk to me, love. Me? Well, talk to me. Yeah. Okay. Jack, can you and Lily tell us where you are? I know once you said you seen something look kind of like a tank. Have you guys been in someone's basement in their home? They what you? What did you say they did to you, Lily? What did you say, love? What did they do? Talk to me now. Tell me everything. Jack and Lily, do you know a lady named Haley? Jack and Lily, do you know anyone named Haley? Jack and Lily Sullivan. You were taken where? Yeah. Okay. So you do know of someone named Haley. Was that one of Mom's friends? Was Haley one of Mom's friends? That's that female's been speaking for them. No, we don't. But we did hear from Haley, and there's a couple of other friends as well. Truck. Once a van, once a truck, once a SUV. Jack and Lily Sullivan. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Listen. Jack and Lily Sullivan. Can you remember Mom's half sister? The reason I'm asking this, Jack and Lily, is because she said that she was there the night that everybody got into it. Yeah. Well, I know the majority of this took place a week prior, but Lily and Jack, she's able, yes. Can you look around and tell me what you can see, Jack and Lily? This what? What can you see, love? It's scary. Yeah. Jack and Lily Sullivan, can you try to tell me what you see around you? Blood. Took his shirt, yeah. You said you tied it around him when his diaper came off.
What?
Jack and Lily Sullivan, can you tell me what you saw Mom and Daniel doing in the home? Can you tell me again what they were doing? I know about the fight. Yeah, you too. Can you tell me what you seen Mom and Daniel doing in the house? Go ahead. Jack, Lily, if you guys could tell us what you see around you, or if you know where you are. Have you guys been in Grandma's camper? Jack and Lily, have at some point, have you been in Grandma's camper? Jack and Lily, try to stay focused here, love. Yeah. At any point in time of this, do you ever remember going into your grandma's camper? Not but she what? What did Grandma do? Are you talking about burning toys? and the pillow. She burnt the pillow. Or Daniel burned the pillows. Jack and Lily, I'm gonna try something here and see if it helps you speak. You didn't like Grandma. I'm gonna try something here, and you see if this helps. If it don't, we'll go back. Grandma hided you. So were you ever in Grandma's camper? Can you tell me where you were at in Grandma's camper? Can you tell me where you were at inside Grandma's camper? Yo, stop talking over these babies. Jack and Lily, did anyone ever hide you both in Granny's camper? I need a little bit more confirmation than that. Jack and Lily Sullivan, were you ever hidden in Grandma's camper? Jack and Lily, I need an answer from this, because if you can confirm, don't say that word, man. If Jack and Lily, listen to me. If you can confirm that you and Lily have been hidden in any part of Grandma's camper, then authorities can match your DNA. If you don't know what DNA is, it is skin cells. Urine, when you pee, all sorts of things. If you sweat, if you get hot, if you can confirm that you've ever been hidden at any time in Grandma's camper, then authorities can look at that. I'm gonna ask again and try to answer it the best you can, Jack and Lily. If not, I'll change this different here. Have at any point in time have you and Lily been hidden somewhere in Grandma's camper? Left him nasty. I'm gonna try something else here with you and see if you can use this any better. And I'm gonna ask the same question again. I did too. Try to stay focused. A lot of people claim that this is easier to use. Now it does have white noise. But you have to listen to the underlying sounds. Now, Jack and Lily Sullivan, have you and Lily ever been hidden at any time in Grandma's camper? Jack and Lily Sullivan, hear me, love. Were you ever hidden in your trailer, in your home? Jack and Lily Sullivan, can you try to explain to me where you are now? Jack and Lily,
Hairdressing.
can you tell me what you can see around you? I heard tarp too. Jack and Lily Sullivan, talk to me, love.
Well, Sam was happy lie. Obstacles.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Now, I don't know if it. Now I'm confused. It said found by FBI. Now that uh, last uh, time they come and we watched that clip and listened to it where they actually brought a dog back, and it said it hit on something, but they never did tell what it hit on. But FBI is not even a word that is indicated into this box. Just like the word wind or bubble or just odd things like grass, hay, um, um, just different things that are not in that database. I heard Lily's voice say, found FBI. Now, I'm not going to doubt that child for 1 minute. I am not going to doubt it for 1 minute. What I am going to say is sometimes these children say things right backwards, and you have to read between the lines, sort of say. Okay, so if that's correct, then they today, tomorrow, whatever, they should be arrested, and we should know it through newscast. But now don't get me wrong. Like before, when Lily said they almost found us, they just walked right past. But that was not in the woods. That was close to the shed, and you're right, where that tarp was. But if, I'm just saying if they're saying that that over this period of time, I'm sure they've heard the word FBI 1,000 times, and they know that that's a cop. You know, just like with let me explain this down to their level. Okay, Jack calls it a helicopter. He don't know how to put the "ter" on the end of it. He just says helicopter. Uh, they could be saying FBI could find us, but that's not what I believe I heard. I believe I heard Lily plainly state FBI found us. And if that's the case, I don't know why I'm saying if, but because apparently there could be a lot of children strung out through there as many murders that's been going on. If that's the case, then someone at some point in time, when they came this time with that search warrant and a dog hit on something, they didn't bring in a stray dog. They would have brought in a cadaver dog because that is the last resort. And a cadaver dog can do that, even if you're underwater. Other canines, not so much, unless you got a good blue tick hound. Now, I heard that. Y'all heard that. Now, we do know that 2 little girls were found there along that pipeline. We do know that a little boy was found there close to that pipeline. And I don't know where the other one was, but there was a little boy found in a landfill somewhere a day or so ago. But there are other children out there near that pipeline that's buried. I don't know how many. I don't know the number. This was said very quickly. Very quickly. So let's just pray and hope that that's the situation. And if it is a situation, there'll really be nothing else said other than what people will try to upload to get views. But if in case, indeed, they did, then they will send whatever off for DNA sampling and to see if it matches Jack and Lily. So, yeah, we want to know right now. You got that right. I'm trying to ask questions to where I'm not confusing them too much. That time I didn't have a chance to say crap. They said it for us. And we can't unhear what we just heard. None of us can. Okay. There was 24, 25 people on. They would have heard it too. I notice from time to time that our people that are sitting in the back, there's a lot of them keep growing back there. Y'all need to come on in here and be a JSV fam and at least hit that like button right there. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. They're doing DNA samples on the other children. Them 2 was indeed the dad killed them. Well, like I said, if this time they brought in a cadaver dog, then it did its job, and it's just not been put out to the public yet until just now. But let's keep listening, and I guess it's best just to sit back and listen because, like I said, I didn't get a chance to say nothing about it. They just went ahead and did it. So let's see what else is said. Jump ass. Welcome. Hey, all y'all sitting in the back, look, hey, come on in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows the whole area. Where's my medicine? I need. Where's that? I forgot to take a dog spin today. Jack took off a boot. Was he throwing it at a school bus, maybe? He was? Well, that's what they said he would do.
Remember.
He tried what?
He come.
What? He tried what?
Silent. Yeah. Would make Andy.
I am ready.
Let me ask you this. If anyone in the realm knows of Jack and Lily Sullivan like you do, can you come forth and tell us where Jack and Lily is? Yes, and you.
Hello.
Something hollow. What do you mean? Was there ever a time that Jack and Lily Sullivan were under a blue tarp?
I was with
The mom's at the beach. Yeah, we know about all that. Let's bypass mom here, okay? We give rat's ass about her to these children.
Tension.
Did ever dogs find Jack and Lily Sullivan?
An hour.
I heard Lily say found by FBI.
Please.
We need to know some of the places where they were hidden.
It's like standing up.
Standing up. That's one way of punishment, yes.
And others. Very much.
The mom better watch out. Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. Kids were lovely. Yeah, I'm sure they was. I did. I just took me a sip. Why are you creaking the door? You want to talk? Well, has Jack and Lily Sullivan ever been in someone's basement? I said, has Jack and Lily ever been put in someone's basement? Like one of Malaya's friends or Jack's friends' home?
No,
No eat?
that's why.
That's why what?
Good people.
All he ever did, like once.
All he ever did was ate one. It ain't me being good. It's just me giving you guys a voice. Yeah, and we want honesty, yes. We're tired of this beating around the bushes. Clearly, that was what? You said that he only ate one what? What?
Make a lot of money.
Making a lot of money, Daniel. You said that he only ate something. What was it he ate?
But
I believe I heard a tablet
Was wall.
against the wall. A pipeline salt, yes, true. Could be.
3 to 6.
Well, now,
12,000.
that one pipeline now is not even been finished being laid yet. They still got about 4 miles of that pipeline what it showed to be laid.
Say the full.
So I don't know. I mean, we're just yeah, we're just trying to see if they'll tell it. And sometimes less I say, more they'll say. More I say, sometimes the less they'll keep to themselves. We just need to know the fact of the matter. Jack and Lily said found by FBI. And we cannot unhear that. And is that correct?
Believe.
You believe them?
Of course.
The only people that I do believe is these children.
So,
You had to eat your what?
Of course, please.
Roast beef? Does any spirit here that is mature and above age, do you think that any of their food could have been something put on their food that would be harmful to the children? Daniel. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. He's kind of what? Come on. Daniel's kind of what? Out of it? Well, you can say that about 10 more times.
Never told you.
So, were there anything in their drinks or on their food that would have caused? Yes, that. I don't want to say that. I don't like having to say that D word, but yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that y'all cannot unhear this. There's no way.
Oops. What
You too. Take two. Will never be the same again. No, it won't. No, it won't.
We're sunk. Gone retro.
Oh. Can you guys see
what China?
Jack and Lily right now? Can you lay eyes on them? Please tell me. Can you lay eyes on Jack and Lily Sullivan right now?
We're screwed.
a weird scoop? Were they digging with something?
Yeah.
During the
During the what?
Shows. Some basic. If they could.
We are having to face the facts. Yes,
Time
is crucial. Yes, but too much time has gone by.
Well, you knew.
Well, it won't be on us. It'll be on them for doing this to the children. Okay.
The claret.
Possible. I want to know, is Jack and Lily together?
Rectum.
Okay. I want to know if Jack and Lily are together.
Eagle. Oh, yeah.
Heard a kid try to say yep there.
Certainly.
Yeah, I see. The alligator. I have to pull up. Like,
Are you the one speaking? Are you from the U.S.?
it's actually.
Yeah, about the children.
Actually,
Are you guys from the U.S.? Have you already heard about the Jack and Lily situation?
Chelsea. World Cup.
Yeah.
Chelsea. They're on it.
Yeah.
Is car
His car? What about it?
Why do we?
Has it got some DNA in it?
Race car.
A race car?
In Russia.
Has anyone been over to Daniel's that races cars? Around here, we got a thing, a round track. One's made out of dirt,
Cool.
and they have funny cars. And on Friday, Saturday night, you can go and watch them. They do crash derbies and all kind of crap. So,
Wayne Wood is new deal.
you said horses? Here.
Impossible. Night.
Yes, it's nighttime
Legislate.
because I'm not sleepy. Can you see me right now?
Can you go see? Again?
You can? Okay, good. Good deal. Please tell me if Daniel and Darren, or Derweed, whatever his name is, have they done something in a closet? Have they moved Jack and Lily to different locations?
It
They
might
did.
have been. Pretty bad.
I'm sure it's bad. Have you guys got any idea what about a pillow?
He's younger. He's gonna choke.
He was going to choke.
I don't know.
Did y'all hear that?
That's just a bit.
Did y'all just hear that? Please say yeah, you did, because I don't think I'm the only one that just heard that.
I heard it.
Yes, with a pillow and choked. Did y'all hear that? I mean, I need to know.
I heard the choke part.
Yeah. Well, I heard pillow, and I said, "What about the pillow?" And then yeah, and then choked. What did Jack just get through saying just a few minutes ago? Yeah. Sometimes with this huff box, it won't have no static in it. The loved ones from Jack and Lily are speaking through here, and now they're kind of getting the hang of it a little bit, and we're hearing a little bit from Jack and Lily through the huff. But what was just said from Jack is now being said right here on the huff. So there's no way it was just me that heard this. Okay. So yes, they were a pillow involved, and yes, like a smothering would be choking. You couldn't get no air in or out. That would be choking. Yeah, said with some kind of bucket or something. Yeah, pillow and choked. All right. Does anyone know about an excavator that Darren owns? A company.
The wagon to the.
Were they digging
But if I go to.
for remains with an excavator? Anyway, what?
Then
You get the hell out of here. No, not you and Lily. Hey, Jack. Talk to me. Tell me some stuff. He will. uncle. Well, let's just give him a chance to see what he can do here. He's trying. Does anyone know? Does anyone know if Darren used an excavator to dig a hole? Was Jack and Lily's fate over anger and drugs?
Betrayal. Describe.
Yeah. I'm going to ask that question again. Was Jack and Lily... You get out of here. Was Jack and Lily hurt because of drugs and anger from Daniel and Malaya?
You know.
What I thought.
It for you. So I just.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Yeah. Yeah, when it gets quiet like that, they're thinking.
Country is it?
You're Jason and you're Danielle. Thank you. I'm JD. This is Christina, and we got a house full of JSV fams here. Yes, I do, and everyone is hearing everything you guys say.
Was at work?
Esther.
Just tell me.
Michael.
I told you that I got a house full of JSV fans right here. Listen to every word you guys say. And thank you for giving your names.
Go to read.
Can you tell me about Lansdowne Station?
Suicide.
You said suicide. I believe that's the way that Malaya would try to go out. And Darren, probably.
Wait.
Well, I've had that conversation with both and a loved one there, and of course, you said that right. You're 100% on that. Yeah. We are in what, Lily?
Friends. Black.
In a friend's what locked?
Did great.
Did you say we're free or need to be free? Wait a minute. Hold on. Lily. Did you just say we're free? Or did you say we need to be free? Lily, say it again. Lily, did you say we're free? Or did you say we need to be free? Hear me, love.
What?
This is so important.
It's rough.
Is this?
Stop
What? And then
Lily, were you ever in one of your mom's friends' basements? Chained?
what's up? What's you?
Lily, talk to me. Talk to me, love. Come on. You're doing good. You are about to crack this case, love.
No.
If you can confirm it, this would be my number 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of missing teens and children that I have helped find. Were you and Jack ever at one of Mama's friend's house in the basement? Were you ever under a tarp around the shed in Grandma's camper?
Myself.
Who?
What do?
You're so close, Lily. You are so close, love. Just tell what you know. Did you say?
And there's no. Because
Now we're free, or we need to be free. We
don't.
were you in a dark area?
Sure. Nah.
Lily, were you and Jack ever in a dark area? Mom didn't what?
I can't.
Did Mom on a mat? Did Mom not check on you guys soon enough?
Outside.
Outside? What was outside? Were you guys moved to outside? You and Jack? Lily, talk to me, love.
Come on.
Were you
I'm
ever hidden in Grandma's camper?
going on.
Lily, you're doing good, love. Lily Sullivan, hear me.
John.
Were you ever hidden in Grandma's camper? Hiding.
Actually,
Jack and Lily Sullivan, were you two ever put in a well with mud and water?
What?
Jack and Lily Sullivan, I need some confirmation here. That means to tell me accurate. Were you and Lily ever put in a well I got another question. Jack and Lily, can either one of you swim?
Down the peak. And the rest of them.
Wait. Jack and Lily Sullivan, could either one of you swim?
The key. An electron. Drink. Take.
electron.
Back of the truck.
We invest.
Jack and Lily Sullivan, could either one of you swim?
Doing the work.
Dropped in the water. You said something about in the head or something.
A little bit.
Can you tell me what your surroundings look like, Jack and Lily? Is it still dark? Were you taken outside and now have been found by FBI?
Hobby.
We don't need to worry with Cody yet.
That's key.
I know. I know that's his kid. Jack and Lily, were you ever taken outside and that's where you were free, FBI found you? Closet again.
You too.
They too were in
What
it.
did you?
So both were in it.
What's
Waiting.
Yeah, I'm sure they were frightened. I'm gonna say this again. Lily, I heard you say, I believe, found by FBI. Or I heard you say, we need to be found by FBI. Have you seen any dogs around? Search dogs. Jack and Lily.
Inclined to
Jack and Lily Sullivan, stay focused. Have you seen any dogs that were out
Really,
looking
me?
for you? You did? Okay.
What's been?
It's horrible.
50.
Yeah, it was. It was planted. And see what gave it away to start with is Daniel said, the corner was ripped off and it wouldn't match up with Lily's blanket, but which it did. And Malaya said that the blanket was torn in half. Either way, they made it a match. Again, we cannot unhear what we just heard. See, this is what I'm talking about. If someone loses a loved one or one gets lost or this, that, the other, that's why, even if you don't watch me all the time, that's why you need to sub up, turn your notifications to all, hit the like button. That way, if a lot of people say, oh, well, there ain't nothing like this ever going to happen to me. Well, why not go ahead and prepare for it? What about life insurance? What you going to do, wait around and just send somebody's body off to the science club? Or are you going to try to have them a decent funeral? You plan ahead. Here, I give anyone, teens, children, adults, whatever, I give them a voice. We've heard tonight more than anybody, family, friends, numbnuts, whatever. We have heard more tonight directly from Jack and Lily. They're still a little confused, but there is that possibility that a cadaver dog was used on this search here for the property and have found remains. If that's the case, we're still going to be looking at probably a good between 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even more, for them to get the DNA matches and put things together and whatnot, because there's animals out there that's crazy. Now, if it's a whale, it's just like I showed y'all. I put that cross in that sulfate, and you've seen it eat every bit of that coloring off that cross. So you can imagine what it'll do to flesh. That was just 3 days. You can imagine over a period of time like this is going, what it would do. But if it's possible, they could get DNA from the bone marrow if it's still got it in it. Either way, we know now that we're hot on the trail. And yes, something about a chain or something, maybe a rope, a chain, what, I don't know. They have been in a dark area. They were hidden in a closet. Now, where if they want to confess that it was in grandma's or in the trailer or at one of their friends' home, and with them being in a basement, then it would have been at a friend's home. Um, Apparently, if that's the case, which sounds more logic, what two things gave it away? Two things said that they only had a mat to lay on, and that they were both dirty. I said, when Mama come and checked on you guys, was it too late? And they said, yeah. But Lily sounded so happy when she said something about we're free. Because right before then she said, found by the FBI. And that would have been used only to a cadaver dog. And if that's the case, well, then over the next week or so, then we'll hear that they've matched up DNA. And by that time, all of them that's involved will hear on national news that they're sent to the jailhouse. I don't believe anybody out there in social media could just trump the most Class A EVPs, which is electric phenomenon hearing. Um, Not only tomorrow that I'm going to dig a little deeper, but I'm going to get more in depth about some things. I'm going to try to keep it as much PG as I can, but I'm going to try to get into the graphics of this. And I know of two friends off the top from Lily's side. From Malea's side. Um, right now, I figure Daniel ain't fooling with nobody. If they'd been moved 3 or 4 times, like we talked about before, and they claimed yes, that confirmed what we said. Yes. A well, mud. I said, can you swim? I'm not sure I got an answer on that one. But mud, water, cold, uh, like a tank in a basement. Only had one mat. Were dirty. These children are indeed, if found, and found, been found, then that is going to stay out of the media until everything collapses, because we know how slow that RCMP is. So all these new updates coming up and whatnot. Now, I do know that a lot of YouTubers play follow the leader, and they'll try to take some of my stuff and say this and say that and whatnot. Y'all all know that. But there's no way that anybody that is here right now could unhear what we have said. We need to share this live show. If you've not ever shared a show or a video at all, you need to share it to Facebook, to friends, to a family member, to Instagram, wherever you can possibly show this. Tell people Mention it. Get it out there. These children deserve that. If other people ain't going to do it for them, we should. And that would be for us to spread the word out to the public. So everybody share this somewhere. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all of them covered up for the, or involved in the covered up. Yeah, I mean, you know, everything has turned around a bit in the butt. I mean, they've got, you know, man, it'd be like if they was standing in a daggum pit with viper snakes. I mean, their ass has done been bit. I couldn't tell you how many times. But one thing we have that other people do not have is Jack and Lily vocally saying everything in detail. Of course, there's words that I might have said that they don't understand. But I'm still, even though I'm going to get into the graphics tomorrow, but I'm going to put it down in plainer words, easier words, per se. Tonight could not have went any better. We are that close. We are that close to having the information of knowing their exact location. Now, if FBI has indeed found them and sent off for analysis, yeah, it's going to be a little while. But she sounded too happy not for it to be. But then again, in my mind, I also said, well, let me confirm. Did you say that you're now free? Because she sounded happy. Then I said, did you say that y'all need to be free? And I didn't get a response back on that one. So, yeah, it's going now. Yeah. Um, Bless these children in every way the good Lord see fit. I prayed to good Lord to let us be able to find these children. And again, everyone that's been here for more than a minute knows that I have all the faith in the Lord throughout my body, through my soul, my mind, my heart, and I believe. And I do believe Jack and Lily will be found. And just like they said in that note, they'll both be found. They that daggum close. But if it's a possibility that they could have been either blindfolded, a hoodie put on, they might not know whose basement they're in, if that's the case. But when I asked have they been moved a few times, she said yes. And then that would explain the crying from Malaya saying, well, I didn't know that they had died. So you take them out of the basement and you take and put them in a place and bury them in a shallow grave, and all of a sudden they get this search warrant and they bring in a cadaver dog. Well, there you go. Well, thank you, Amy. Wandering Soul. This is what we do love a lot of time. But let me explain myself. Give me just a minute, please, everybody. And I do this for everybody. My channel is not only based on the paranormal. Okay, it is not. We do family vlogs.
Day vlogs.
Yeah, daily vlogs. We do challenges. We do
All kinds of stuff.
all kind of stuff here. Uh, Fixing to start doing a lot more outdoor activities as well. But we keep it good here, and we try to grow this family. You won't find a better family standard set like we have here on any other platform on social media. They're the best that I've ever seen in my life, and they just stick with us. And I had no doubt that eventually something would change. I just had to find the right one to get them really good and connected with. Now we know we can use the hub, and it don't have no static white noise in it. So now, yeah, now we're right there at it. All one of them would have to do is see a person if they been in the dark a lot and could see who it was that opened the basement door, if that's where they're at. Then they could tell whose place it was, because I asked, could it have been Haley's? I don't remember what I got out of that, but either way, with them being moved 2 to 3 times, yes, now they could be on the property somewhere, or now even in the woods. But like I said, this last go around, with them getting a court order to search the property, the trailer, the camper, and FBI will not bring a regular hound. FBI will only bring a cadaver dog. And you've seen how fast Lily said that before I had a chance to say any daggone thing. So yes, I'm 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 looking more toward the light now. Thank goodness, Um, we love you too. We love all of you. Uh, so yeah, for any of you new ones and the aimlessly, please share my uh, channel with your friends and family, even people you think might not be interested. One day they might want to hear from a loved one too. If you've got extra cell phones or tablets in your house, subscribe on them things as well. A lot of people do. But we need this show right here. This show put out to as many people as we possibly can. Uh, there you go. There you go. But anyway, I love each and every one of you. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. Um, just whenever we get up. Um, I love y'all. And please, I ask this from here. Please share my channel and speak on this show tonight. And let's see how many people we can get on back in here. Because we're doing good right now. It's climbing like crazy. And one thing we're not doing is posting some kind of stupid clickbait photos. We're here doing it in real time. That's what a lot of people like about it, because when you're live like this is in real time. This is not edited. I cannot even edit my lives. So, good night, everybody. I love you.